Hello friends and fellow yogis, welcome back to Nicely Done Yoga. The next class is an all-level yoga routine that targets the upper back, the shoulders, the neck, and the hip joints. This class is perfectly designed to keep your shoulder and hip joints nice, healthy and strong. This is a gentle but powerful sequence to improve mobility in the shoulders and strengthen surrounding muscles. So when you're ready to begin, then let's get on the mat. And we're gonna start this class seated in a comfortable position, either cross-legged or Sukhasana with chin bones parallel, or if it's in your practice, in half lotus. And relax your shoulders, place your hands on your knees, palms facing up, and just take a moment to arrive on your mat, arrive in the present moment, and relax your mind, relax your spirit, and relax your body. And place your left hand next to your right ear and softly let your left ear come to your left shoulder. And place your right hand to the side to create a deeper stretch. And release your hand down and roll your head to the right. Inhale, lift your head up, and on the exhale let your head come down. Nice circles. And slowly go to the other side. Place your right hand next to your left ear and softly let your right ear come to your right shoulder. Just let the gravity of your hand do the work. And slowly release your hand and roll your head over to the left. And come back to center. Roll your shoulders back. Just releasing all the tension in your neck and your shoulders. And on your next inhale, raise your hands up to the sky and grab your elbows. Opening up the chest, look up, push your shoulders back, push your elbows back, and release your hands down. And place your left hand down, right hand reaches over your head. And bend as deep as you can, keep looking up to the sky, creating a nice stretch in your side body. And swing your hands forward and go to the other side. Left hand reaches over your head to the side. Your right elbow comes to the mat. Keep looking up to the sky. And bring your hands forward. Inhale, push your chest forward, arch the back. And exhale, fold all the way down, forehead's coming to the mat. And lift yourself back up. Push your chest forward, arch the back, and fold all the way down. Stretch out your shoulders and bring your forehead towards the mat. Lift yourself up. Push your chest forward, look up. And interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, push your fists to the floor. Open up your chest and exhale, fold forward, foreheads resting on the mat and pushing your fists up to the sky. Pushing your arms forward. And slowly come back up, release your hands. And come onto your hands and knees. And open up the knees to the side and sit back onto your heels, coming into child's pose, and fold your forehead to the mat. Stretching out your shoulders and your upper back, and try to relax. Tune into your breath, and walk your hands over to the right and place your left hand on top of your right for a deeper stretch, and your forehead's resting on the mat. And try to relax. Walk your hands over to the left and place your right hand on top of your left hand for a deeper stretch, and your forehead's resting on the mat, and try to relax. And slowly come back to center, come onto your fingertips, come back into child's pose, and gently stretch out your shoulders. Lift yourself up, walk your hands back, close your knees, and interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, open up the chest, push your fists to the floor, and exhale, fold forward into rabbit pose. Crown of your head is resting on the mat and you're pushing your arms forward, creating a deep stretch in your shoulders. And try to relax, keep breathing slowly in and out. And slowly come back up. Open up your chest, push your fist down and release. Place your hands in front of you, coming into a tabletop position, and start making circles with your hips. Going from the right to the left, and start making figure eights. Going forward on the left, going back on the right with your hips. Going round and round in the shape of an 8. And go in the opposite direction, going forward on the right and going back on the left, moving in the shape of an 8. And slowly come back to center and come back into a tabletop position, shoulders above the hands, hips above the knees, and on an inhale reach your right hand up to the sky and thread the needle to the left. Place your right arm underneath your left shoulder and come onto your left fingertips, placing the side of your head on the mat, and try to relax. Keep your balance and lift your left foot up to the sky. Toes are pointing, and lift a little bit higher, opening up your hip, and try to keep it there. Keep your balance. Keep balancing on your knee and your shoulder. Keep reaching your toes up to the sky as far as you can. And slowly release. Place your knee back on the mat. And push yourself back up. Come back into a table. And on your next inhale, reach your left hand up to the sky and thread the needle to the right. Placing your left shoulder on the mat, coming onto your right fingertips. And place the side of your head on the mat. Keep your balance on your shoulder and on your knee. And extend your right leg up. Toes are pointing. And lift it all the way up to the sky. As high as you can, opening up your hip. Keep your balance on your knee, your shoulder and your fingertips. And slowly release down. Push yourself back up. And slowly come onto your belly. And bend your left knee to the side. Coming into a half frog pose. And pushing into your hands. Opening up the chest, looking up. Creating a nice little bend in your lower back. And come back down. And bring your leg back to center and bend your knee. Try to grab your foot. Coming into a half frog variation. Keep lifting your chest and keep pushing your foot down. And slowly let go. And go to the other side. Bend your right knee in a 90-degree angle and push into your hands. Opening up your chest, creating a nice little bend in your back. And come back down. And bring your leg to center. Bend your knee, grab your foot. And slightly lift your chest, pressing your foot down. And slowly release. And come onto your fingertips and lift yourself up, coming into a seal pose. Opening up the chest, creating a nice little bend in your back. And come back down, place your hands next to your ribs and push yourself back. And come into an active child's pose on your toes. Foreheads resting on the mat. And try to relax. And press into your hands and push your sit bones up to the sky, coming into a downward facing dog. Stretching out your legs, length through the shoulders, and start bending one knee at a time. Stretching out your hamstrings, walking out your dog. Bend a little deeper in downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, raise your right foot up to the sky, coming into a three-legged dog. And bend your knee and start making hip circles. Turning your leg round and round. Opening up your hip joint. And slowly bring it back to center. And bring your right knee to your left elbow. And push it back up in three-legged dog. And bring it to your right elbow. And push it back up. And step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee down, coming into a low lunge. And raise your hands up to the sky. A little back bend. Sink slightly into the hips and look up to your fingers. And place your left hand on the mat. Right hand reaches up, coming into a twist. And bring your hands back to the mat. And grab your elbows, lift your arms and push your arms back, creating a nice back bend. Opening up your chest and stretching out your shoulders. And bring your hands back to the mat and walk your right foot over to the side, coming into a lizard. And push your knee open with your right hand, opening up the hip and opening up the chest. Look up to the sky. And place your hands back on the mat. And bend your left knee, grab your foot with your right hand, coming into a twisted lizard. And look up to the sky, opening up your chest, opening up your shoulder. And release your foot. And bring your foot closer to the center, come onto your toes and lift your hands up to the sky, coming into a high lunge. Sinking slightly into the hip and open up your arms into cactus. Opening up the chest and flow your hands forward, hands touch. And lift your hands up to the sky. Little back bend. Coming into a crescent lunge. And bring your hands back to the mat. Step your foot back into a plank. Bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Slightly lifting the hips. And push yourself back into downward facing dog. Exhale. Stretch out your knees. Stretch out your legs. Length through your shoulders. And on your next inhale, lift your left foot up to the sky, coming into a three-legged dog. Toes are pointing. And bend your knee and make some hip circles. Circling your knee round and round, opening up the hip. Keep your toes pointing. And come back to center. And bring your left knee to your right elbow. And bring it back up in three-legged dog. And bring your knee to your left elbow. And push it back up, three-legged dog. And step your left foot forward, drop your right knee down, coming into a low lunge, hands up to the sky, little back bend, sinking slightly into the hips. And place your right hand on the mat, left hand reaches up into a twist. And bring your hands back to the mat. And hands up to the sky, grab your elbows and push your arms back, opening up your chest, opening up your shoulders. And release your hands to the mat and walk your left foot over to the side. Push your knee open with your hand, opening up your chest, opening up your hip, coming into a lizard. And come back to center. Walk your foot a little bit in. Bend your knee, grab your foot with your left hand, coming into a twisted lizard. Look up to the sky, opening up your chest, opening up your shoulder. Keep pushing your foot into your hand. And release your foot, bring your hands back to the mat. Come onto your toes and lift your hands up to the sky, coming into a high lunge. And open up your arms into cactus, opening up the chest. Keep looking up to the sky, little back bend, and flow your hands forward, hands touch. And lift your hands up to the sky, coming into a crescent lunge. And bring your hands back to the mat. Step your foot back into a plank. Bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And settle in, take a few breaths. And drop your knees, chin and chest to the floor, coming into Astangasana. And slide forward into Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Opening up the chest, creating a nice bend in your lower back, and push yourself back, coming into Child's Pose, foreheads resting on the mat, and try to relax. And push into your hands, tuck your toes, and lift your sit bones up to the sky, coming into Downward Facing Dog. And bend your knees, look between your hands and jump forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen, hands to your shins, back straight, and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, swipe your hands through the mat, bend your knees, coming into chair pose. Back is straight, looking up between your hands. And bring your hands together and float them all the way up to the sky, little back bend, coming into Urdhva And exhale, hands to heart, Samastiti. And take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Take a deep inhale, slowly exhale. And flow your hands up to the sky, little back bend, Urdhva and fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, swipe your hands through the mat, bend your knees, coming into a chair pose. And sink your hips down and sit back onto your mat. Coming straight into a boat pose, reaching your legs up to the sky, toes are pointing, hands are reaching forward next to your knees, and keep activating your core muscles. Keep reaching your legs up, keep your toes pointing, and slowly bring them down, and roll onto your back. Make sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Coming into a bridge pose, bring your hands next to your hips and push your hips up to the sky. Coming onto your shoulders. And if you want to go deeper, interlace your hands behind your back and come onto your shoulders, pushing your hips further up to the sky. Keep activating your quadriceps. Keep pushing your pelvis up. And slowly release down. And place your right foot on top of your left knee. Interlace your hands behind your left leg. And pull your knee towards your chest. Coming into a supine pigeon. Creating a nice opening in your hip joint. And try to relax. Keep breathing slowly in and out. And slowly release. Bring your foot back on the mat and drop your left knee over to the side, coming into a supine twist. Keep your right knee standing and bring your right hand to the corner of your mat. And try to push your right knee away from you to create a deeper stretch in your side muscles. And keep looking over to the right and try to relax. And slowly come back to center. Release your right foot, hug your knees into your chest. And place your feet back on the mat. And place your left foot on top of your right knee. Interlace your hands behind your right leg and pull your knees towards your chest. coming into a supine pigeon, and try to relax. And slowly release your foot down. And drop your right knee down. Keep your left knee standing into a supine twist. Left hand comes to the corner of your mat. And look over to the left. And try to push your left knee forward, creating a deeper stretch in your side. And try to relax. Keep breathing slowly in and out. And slowly come back to center, release your foot, hug your knees into your chest. And extend your legs forward, coming into your final posture, Shavasana. Feet fall open to the side, hands are resting next to you. Take a deep inhale, and on an exhale let everything go and relax. And slowly bring your awareness back to your body. Start moving your fingers, wiggle your toes. And give yourself a nice stretch overhead. And hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And start rocking back and forth. And come all the way up. Come back into a comfortable seated position, either cross-legged or Sukhasana, shin bones parallel, or back in half lotus. Place your hands on your knees, palms facing up, and take a moment to center back into your body. Take a deep inhale, slowly exhale. And rub your hands together, create some heat. And place your hands onto your eyes, calming down your nervous system. And try to tune into the energy just cultivated in this class. Try to notice if you feel different than at the beginning of the class. And rub your hands together one more time. And place your hands onto your heart. Thank yourself for showing up today for this beautiful practice for healthy joints in your shoulders and your hips. Nicely done. And bring your hands together in front of your third eye chakra and bend into Namaste. And thank you for watching Nicely Done Yoga. And please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next class. Have a lovely day. And coming soon to my website, a complete Yin Yoga course taking you from beginner to advanced. This course is perfect if you want to increase flexibility, deepen your practice, and cultivate a deeper inner peace and balance.